Hi, I found 4 ways how to preserve raw egg from rotting even over a year, and I want to make my own experiment of that. And I decide, of course, to share with you of that experiment. Starting from the worst one, which one I think, and I'm gonna tell why when I'm gonna show what I'm doing. But starting from that, I need to explain you something a little bit. Normally eggs, when they're going out from the chicken, they are covered by bacterial and liquid, which one preserve them from rotting even 1 month. Why it's happened like that? Because chicken normally, to sit down on the eggs, she need to make at least 10, 12, and the chicken cannot make this all eggs in 1 day. So she making that the eggs, that 12 days, 1 eggs each day. So that eggs have to survive first eggs have to survive even 12 days before the chicken sit down on that egg. That's why that cover that substantiation and the bacterial. To preserve any other bacterial go inside and broken the eggs and earth, which one make later rotting. Egg washed like that at store can stay maximum 1 month before that's gonna be start rotting. We wanted our egg to be fresh and not rotting from longer than at least 1 year. Our jar have to be washed and scalded, and we have to put first salt downstairs on the bottom. So on that eggs we're gonna put our first on that salt we're gonna put our first eggs stable. It's very important that our egg not touching to each other. And now we cover that egg. Why I think this method is the worst one? Because we have to use a so big amount of salt, which one we actually can use to different stuff. And I'm gonna make this experimental on 3 steps. First one after half year, I'm gonna check. Second time I'm gonna check after 1 year. And third time I'm gonna check after 1.5 years. I said that I starting from the worst one. And why? Because eggs in salt, in my opinion, the salt will take out the moisture from the egg, and the egg will be salted inside. So that's our first eggs. To second method, which one I found it, is cover our egg by oil. And method is very easy. We're taking our egg and we cover all of the egg in oil. Very simple. And we're gonna put like this way this time. That method, if it's gonna be work, because I don't know, I never seen before if anybody testing like that. That method will be much better than by salt, because there is no substantiation which one will be change the taste inside our egg. Okay, that's method 2. Let's go to method 3. method 3, which one is the most famous, and I see the hundreds video on the YouTube how to preserve the eggs by the calcium hydroxide. People said that in this method have to be eggs from the farm, which one they not been washed by chemicals. But I have no farms around, and only eggs which one I can get it's from the store. So anyway, I'm gonna still check it, the eggs from the store, if it's gonna be work. And they supposed to be on 1 liter of water, 30 grams of the calcium. Okay, oops. And they say as well the water cannot be from the tap, which one I can avoid. But they say the water is supposed to be distillated. But I have no distillated water. I'm gonna use this one and see how it's gonna be looks like. Okay. In this moment my camera stopped work, so I have to explain you what I make next. I just shake it this water, put the eggs to this jar and filling them by this water. And the last one, I make dry eggs by this machine. You cannot dry these eggs in the temperature higher than 36 degrees because protein in egg will curdle. In that way you have dry raw egg. I put baking paper and put on that scrambled eggs and dry it over 1.5 days, and then blended this on this pounder. There is one minus to make this method, which is you have to storage the water to moisturize them, but they not using that so amount of the space, and you don't need to use any other substance to still keeping them. You can keep just like that. How you can see that methods make the oil floated off from the eggs, and I'm afraid that eggs will not survive that so long, so that's why I'm gonna put them to the jar and cover them by oil. I want to put that test in one level higher because I'm not gonna make scrambled eggs like the other normally making from this test. I'm gonna try to make a sponge cake. There is one more way how to preserve the eggs by freezing them, but I want to avoid using the electricity. I always try to prepare myself for the time where will be no electricity or gas. So you may ask how I'm gonna make sponge for them. There is one way how to make it, and if you wanted to see that, let me know and we will make that test too. In all of that eggs, I'm gonna try to avoid making the sponge from the eggs this one, because there will be too much salty inside. I don't think so, it will be work at all. Maybe scrambled eggs, yes, for breakfast, but not to make sponge. We're gonna make on 3 of this one. Let me know what do you think about my test and see you in the next video.